Okay, I got interrupted there by the signal going out on me for a minute on the visual. I lost it. I'm trying to keep this visual going. This is a beautiful ride through here. But on my last portion, I was talking about the heartbreaking experience I went through. The story ended with that when the woman moved away, and I think it was, she didn't even go to my daughter's wedding. I was heartbroken by that as well. After all the time she spent with my daughter in a stepmother role, she did not even go to my daughter's wedding in 2011. January 2011, my daughter got married. She didn't even go to the wedding. And I think it was because she was told she couldn't go. Instead, she had this fake boyfriend that she took a fake interest in other people because she didn't want people to know where her real interest lied, because it would have led to more badgering by the elders, because she was trying to be recognized as full-time status in the ministry, and they were going to threaten to take that away from her if she proclaimed any interest in me. She didn't want to lose that. So she acted like she hated my guts, especially during that time, like she hated my guts. I remember the kids graduated in 2009. The congregation had a get together. I was there, she was there. She literally had a heart attack. Had to go to the hospital. Her heart malfunctioned on her. And I thought about it. I thought about the tremendous amount of pressure she was put under. Her heart gave out on her literally. She had to go into the hospital, have surgery that day. Her heart literally gave out on her. And I thought about it like, well, does that have anything to do with this whole situation with me? I'm sure it did. She had to put on a total act all the time when she was around me, like she hated my guts. And obviously she didn't. And it literally, she was only in her 20s. She had to go to the hospital because her heart malfunctioned on her. Thankfully, nothing like that happened to me because I'm pretty resilient, but I can't imagine what it must have been to her if it's what I thought, what I sensed this whole thing was. So after the situation with her mother, she ended up moving away, and I think it's because they ordered her to move away. I don't think it was her. She was ordered to. They didn't want her around me anymore at all. So she ended up moving away. And that was the freaking last straw when that happened. Well, even before that, that next morning after my daughter's wedding, I went out in ministry where And she showed up with her freaking boyfriend. So I had to go out in the ministry alone with them, find stuff for them to do. And then I went in on a Bible study that I had first friends with me. And they wanted to stay out in the car, and I told them, no, you're not staying out in the car, you're coming in on this with me. But normally, because we were the only ones there, I was able to let her come with me. Normally, the elders wouldn't allow me to be with her, even for that. I think that was the last time I ever worked with her in the ministry work, and that was in early 2011. I only saw her one more time after she moved away, because after that I left the religion. 2012, I never went back. I knew the religion wasn't from God because the prayer was answered through that situation, and the religion opposed it. I'm bringing this out partially because this is Easter, and it's time people reflect on God, on religion, on Jesus Christ. God does not operate through organized religion. He operates apart from it. And I learned that in that situation. God was operating apart from that religion. He was trying to bring me and this woman together. Perhaps she wanted a wonderful husband to share her life with. And maybe I would have been there for her. Who knows? I wanted the stepmother for my daughter and a partner as well. In other respects. And somebody that I could love physically. Perhaps even have another baby with that person if it was the person was deserving of it. That was back, like I say, 10 years ago. So I share this story on Easter because the moral of the story is God answers prayers. It's not necessarily through organized religion that He does it. He does it apart from organized religion. And the test is, are we going to go with it, or are we not going to go with something, even if it seems like it's impossible or it's against the rules seemingly? God doesn't operate under rules necessarily. In some cases, it can even be a test. How bad do we really want it? Are we going to go out on the limb and go with the answer anyway, even if we risk, getting disapproved by others for it? If it is from God, then He's going to support the decision once it's made. If that woman in that room that night would have said to her mother, well, the hell with you, I'm going to marry him anyway, God would have supported her because this was the answer to the prayer. He would have supported her in that decision. Even if her mother would have disowned her after that, God would have supported her because my daughter needed a stepmother. I really desired a partner to share my life with, to love. God would have supported it. And I knew deep down He would have supported it. That's why I told her I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. Because I knew God was going to support it. It was from Him. If it was from Him, He was going to support it. That woman would have found happiness with me. And my daughter and my son as well. You know, I don't want to leave him out. They lost their mother in 2004, and she wasn't much of a mother to them anyway. She was a nasty person. The only reason they made it after I divorced her is because their mother went back to New York from Tennessee and lived with her family, and her stepmother, father remarried, and her real mother died of cancer. And she was from Brazil, and she did love my kids. I have to give her credit for that. When she was with them, when they lived there, she did take care of them. The real mother didn't really do much of diddly squat. All she did was make problems, and eventually the father kicked her out of the house. She had to go into a homeless shelter for over a year with the kids. I went to court and tried to get custody. Courts wouldn't do anything because she had cancer. This is Ohio, Route 15. This is the town of Pioneer, Ohio. Fayette, Ohio is 12 more miles. Toledo, Ohio is 52 more miles. This is again Easter Sunday. It is a beautiful day here in Ohio. The skies are clear, mostly clear. A few clouds around. Temperature is 47. It was a chilly night after some rain yesterday. As you can see, some of the fields still covered with water from the recent rains. Getting back to my discussion, again, the lesson with all that is I'm very confident that God brought this woman into my life for marriage, for partnership, to be a stepmother to my kids, to enjoy our life together. If we had gotten married, she might be in this truck with me right now. Perhaps driving with me as a team because she enjoyed traveling just like I did. So, after she moved away, as I said before, I only saw her one more time at an assembly. But she didn't have anything to do with me or anything. Briefly got glimpses of her, and that was it. And at that point, I was already contemplating my exit plan from that religion anyway. Because my kids were moved out by then. My daughter was married. My son moved into his own apartment. I figured this is the time to make my exit. And after I made my exit, the elders came to the house like every 2 freaking days. And after a time or two, I knew about what time they would come, and I would go in the woods or something. They would always come around the same time every day, so I knew when they were coming. I sensed when they were coming. And I would walk out, go in the woods behind my house, and just hang out. And watch them pull up, go to the door. There were other times if I was in the house, I wouldn't even go to the door. I wouldn't even talk to them anymore. went on for like months. Totally wouldn't leave me alone. I mean, constantly coming up to the house almost every day, every other day. And that's why I say it's very difficult to leave. The first time they came, I did let them in, and one of them tried to say the usual lie that if I don't come back, my life is just going to go to pot. Satan is like a roaring lion. He is going to devour you if you don't come back. What a bunch of BS. That was back in 2012, early 2012. As far as that woman is concerned, I never saw her again. Never heard from her again. She had blocked me on Facebook. Couldn't even look at her profile or anything. And I don't know, I haven't even tried to look for her because she's always under another name anyway on Facebook. She doesn't use her own name. Only thing that happened recently, like 6 months ago or something like that, I saw a profile on my people I may know list that looked like her, and the name she was using implied that she was my wife. Like, I looked at the name, I couldn't believe it. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like Tony's Girl or something saying that you would read it and you would know. And when I saw that, I knew it was her, but I didn't click on the profile because I didn't want her to realize that I saw it. And I knew that she did not look happy in the picture at all. She looked miserable. So really, I'm just using this as an example, this whole situation, example of what organized religion, how it takes away freedom from people. In a free world, I would have married that woman. Very likely. Probably would have been happy with her. If this was truly a free world, if we both were truly free individuals, would it have violated anybody if we would have gotten married? Would it have hurt anybody else? No, it wouldn't have. It would have helped my kids, it would have helped me, it would have helped her. It's rules and regulations that stop that from happening. Unreasonable rules and regulations meant to control people that stop that from happening. Stop the prayer from being answered like it should have been. And this is Elvorton, Ohio. The town of Elvorton. West Highway 127, Byron, Ohio is 17 miles right. We're now entering Fulton County, leaving Williams County. But that account I've been sharing is only one of many things I had to go through in that religion that were terrible experiences. That was only one of many terrible experiences I had in connection with that religion. I have many to share, many terrible experiences. But that one was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. And I began making my exit plan after that situation played out the way it did. Because if you think about it, 2011, I had already been divorced for 6 years, and I still was not allowed to date anybody. I was not allowed to even want to be with a woman anymore. Because their view was, you married her, it's forever. That's it. No matter what, it's forever. The marriage was, as I said earlier, the marriage was a sham to begin with. The woman didn't really love me. She wanted to use me as a sperm bank so she could get benefits, be first on the Section 8 list because she'd have a kid, and hit me up for child support. She claimed she wasn't going to do it, but I'd have to sign away my rights to the child. And she hit me up for child support. I'm still paying it now. Child is 17. It's North 127. It heads up into Michigan from here. I have not seen that child since, I think, 2008. It's been since I've seen that child or spoken to her at all. They touched on in my earlier video. I felt that I needed to focus on the 2 kids that I had under my care, that were mine, that were with me. So that's what I did. This is the town of Fayette, Ohio. We have a Dollar General here. politics. And as I do my videos, I can't tell the whole story of what I went through in that religion, but I will share more accounts as time goes on, focusing on particular situations. But that was just one of the many things. Whether I will ever reconnect with that child, I highly doubt it at this point. She has me blocked on Facebook.